Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to learn to crochet a basket, and I have to refilm this because in the one that I just filmed I kept saying knitting instead of crochet, so I just had to do it again. So if you follow me on Instagram you would have seen the bigger version of this basket, and is the one that I've done first. It's knitted in cotton polyester yarn. It's by Cedar and it's called Cotton Aran. I think I might have the, yeah, it's this one, Cotton Rich Aran, and it's 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. So I had two green, like the minty green, and one white. So I managed to make the big basket that you've seen in my pictures. It can fit a whole blanket in it, and this small one, and I have this much left. I'm going to show you how to start with a magic circle, then how we're going to do the increases, pick up the stitches to knit perpendicular to the disc, to the like circle, and how to attach a new ball of yarn and add in the handles. Now one thing you could do with these handles is make them like this big, so you can just hold it with in your hands like this. You can use it as a handbag, or you could make these loops go up from here and a lot longer, and then you can wear it as a tote. But let me just show you the different ones. Oops, I've got my sock knitting in here. These are my new project bags now, and I'm really excited. So this one is the minty green with creamy white. I have this one made out of rope yarn, and this is my first basket that I did. As you can see, I've got different type of stitches that I experimented with. This one is, it's because of the yarn, is quite sturdy and stands up like that, and I like it. Then I have this one that I played with some decreases and a little bit of like a different style here, and this one you could use it as a bag pretty much. It fits quite a lot in. I will use it as a project. I'm not sure. My aim was to do one of those fashiony baskets that you can fold in, the wicker ones. I still want one of those, but anyway. And then I also made this one with the, if I can find it, with this cotton, Rico Rumi cotton, and I got this in Hobbycraft. I had 3 orange and 1 green. So as you can see, this is how much I got from one skein. They're really small skeins. I think they're 25 gram skeins. This one is a quite wide basket, but they all have the same constructions, and that's what I'm going to show you in this video. So for a basket you need some yarn, and I chose this chunky one so you can see better what I'm doing, and you need a crochet hook. I'm using this one in 6.5 millimeters. Obviously work with the hook recommended by your yarn. So this one recommends a 5 millimeter, but I used a 4 millimeter for this one, so I went down a needle size to make it a bit more dense. So yeah, just experiment with it and see how it goes. This is a quite chunky yarn, and I'm going to use a big hook for it. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we're going to learn is a magic circle, I think it's called. So in knitting you would have your slip knot, that kind of, the slip knot works to make a circle that you can adjust, and I'm assuming you could use that in the crochet. No, I don't think you could. So I'm just going to show you how to make one of those magic circles. You're going to hold your yarn with the tail like towards you, and then with 3 of your fingers you're going to go around, and then when you come back you're going to cross it as a you're going to cross it as an X. So this is what you get: your tail here, your working yarn there, and you get this X on the back of your hand. So you want to go under the first leg of the X with your hook and grab the other leg and pull it, and then twist, and then go back to the same leg there, and then you pull through again. So now we have 1 stitch here, and this circle that you can adjust. So pulling on the tail, you can adjust the size of your circle. That's the first step. Then what you want to do is chain 2, and this is how we chain. We just go and wrap our yarn around and pull it through. That's chain 1. Wrap our yarn around and pull it through. That's chain 2. So you get 2 V's here. And then what you want to do is make 10 half double crochets in the circle. Obviously you can make double crochets, so let me show you the difference. 1 half double crochet, we work it like this: you wrap your yarn around and then go under, grab your yarn, and then pull through all 3 loops. That's half double crochet. That's what we will be doing in this basket to make it dense. If you want to do a normal double crochet, then what you do is wrap your yarn around once, go under, grab your yarn, pull through once, pull through again. So that gives you a longer leg. So you decide whichever one you want. The most important thing is that you do 10 of those in here. So wrap your yarn around, go in the circle, grab your working yarn, and pull through all 3. That's 1. Wrap your yarn around through the magic circle, pull your yarn through, and then pull it through all 3. So you want to do 10 of those. The second step is to pull on your tail like this to close in this gap, and you don't need to close it completely. You still want your stitches to be a bit loose. You can close it when you get further up in the work. And because we chained 2 at the beginning, there they are, you want to put your hook through, grab your yarn, pull it through, and then pull that stitch through the other stitch. So we closed in our circle. Now we want to do 2 half double crochets in each gaps. The first leg, that's the second leg. So in between each of the 2 legs, we want to do 2 half double crochets. But first we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. You always start with chain 2. Wrap our yarn around, go in, come out, and pull through all 3 stitches. One more time. Pull through all the stitches. Then you want to go to the next one, and if you want, you can stretch your work a little bit so you see where you need to go in with your hook. So we're going to go in there and grab our yarn through and do that again. Okay. And you want to continue doing that until you get to the beginning of your round. Once you have 20 legs for your half double crochet, we're going to go in between our chain and our first leg, slip the yarn through and slip it through the other stitch. So then we closed in our circle, and now you can pull in a bit more to close in the bottom of your basket. The next round we're going to do 1 half double crochet in between each section, and then for the next round we're going to do another increase round. So every other round you do an increase round, the increase round goes like this. The first one that we did is 2 half double crochets in each section. The next one is 2 half double crochets in the first section, 1 half double crochet in the next section, 2 half double crochet in the next section, 1 half double crochet in the next section. And then we do 1 round of just plain half double crochets in each section. For the next increase round we're going to spread them in between 2 sections. So we do 2, 2, 2, 2. Does that make sense? 2 half double crochets here, then you do 1 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet, then 2 half double crochets. For the next round it's going to be 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, then 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, and continue doing that to the size that you want your basket bottom to be. And I'm going to go ahead and do that quickly, and then we'll move on to the next section. So I've got to the size that I wanted, and I'm going to make this one small so we can get on with the filming. And now we're going to flip it this way, and then we're going to start to crochet upwards. So in order to do that, we start the same with 2 chains, 1, 2, and then you want to go on the back of your work, and you see these V's that go around like that. You want to go on the back of that V and pick up that back stitch there, that back stitch. Can you see it? That one, that one, that one, that one. So we're going to do a half double crochet in each of those, and that will make our work go upwards. So wrap your yarn around and go in the first one, and then pull the yarn through. Then you're not going to go in this one, you're going to go in that long one and pull it through. And we do that all around. And when you get to the end of your round, all you got to do is slip your yarn through here and then through your stitch. And as you can see, our work is starting to come upwards. And now we're going to continue doing regular rows, no more increases. So half double crochet in between each section. This is easier because no more increases. So this is just simple crochet all around to the size that you want. And I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of rounds, and then I'll show you how to change the color if you want to make it in 2, 3, 4, 5 million colors that you want. For this part of the video I have to record a voiceover because my camera didn't record sound. So we're going to learn how to attach a new ball of yarn, and I have here this white wool, and I think is We Are Knitters alpaca, I'm not sure. So what you want to do is get to the end of your round and just slip the stitch closing that round, and then holding your new yarn in your right hand, keep it quite tight. We're going to chain 2. Oh, chain 2. Let's try again. So chain 1 and chain another 1, and then you want to pull on the blue yarn just to close it, so then on the next round it won't show where we changed the color of the yarn. So for the rest, we're just going to do a yarn over and a half double crochet in each section like we've done so far. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1 round of that, and then I'll see you when we're back with the blue yarn. Now we're ready to change back to the blue color, and we didn't cut it, we left it on the back, so we can just pick it up. But first let's close this round and then drop it. As you can see, you can't really see the transaction where we change the colors. So you can break the new yarn that you attached if you're not going to do any more with the white. And I'm just going to tuck it in there, and then I'm going to pick up the blue yarn, and I'm just going to do the same thing, crochet 2, chain 2 I mean, and then I'm going to pull on the white this time to close in, so the blue has the priority on the first stitch. And I'm just going to do half double crochets in each section like before, and I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will show you, you know, in the next section after I do about that much of the blue, we're going to do the handle. So depending on how big you want your basket, you stop when you do the handle. The last thing I want to show you is how to make a handle, and we're going to do just a little handle on this side. For this one, you could do handles on both sides, and you're going to chain the 2 stitches at the beginning and do a few half double crochet until the place where you want to start your handles. So I want to do about this much, because this is half, so this is halfway, so I'm going to stop here. And now what you want to do is chain 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 5, 6. Should I go for 6? No, a bit more. 7, 8. And I'm going to stretch, I'm going to like measure it and see, yeah, it comes about right. And then when I'm happy with the length of the handle, obviously if you want, you could make a bigger one. Let me just show you to crochet a few more. If you want, you could do your handle like this and attach it here, then you would have a bigger loop for your handle. But I don't want that, I just want a simple handle, and I stopped here, and then I'm going to attach it to my body of the basket with slip 1 and then go through both of them together, and I closed it. And I'm going to continue doing my half double crochets until I get to the other side where I want to make a handle. And I can see I'm coming up to a knot here with my yarn, which I'm not happy about, but we're working with it. There's a big knot here and I don't know what's up with it. Oops. There we go. All right, and when you get to the other side, I need to do a few more half double crochets. Okay, you're going to fold your basket in half again. So as you can see, I need to go one more here. And from here, I'm going to do 8 chains in order to match my other handle. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to pick up the stitches. Now I finished my round and I started my second round here, and I got to my handle, and I'm going to show you how to pick up these stitches. Now if you look, you can see the V's going that way on your chain, and what you want to do is twist it to the back, and on the back side you see these purl bums, which looks like little knots. You're going to pick a stitch in each one of those knots. So I'm going to wrap my yarn once and go in that first knot, and that will be a bit hard to start with, and then I'm going to close it. I think I missed one. Yep, I did. So go to the back. That's the first one. Just make sure you pick up the first one, otherwise you get quite a bit of a gap in your chain. It's that one there. Okay. And then grab your yarn through. Go to the next one, which is this one here. And finish your half double crochet. So as you can see, because this is so thick wool, thick yarn, it's quite hard to go through with your crochet hook, but you might have to push it a little bit with your thumb. But once you get through it, then it's easy peasy, and you only have to do this on the handles. After that, it's just half double crochets all around like we've done so far. Oops. Come on. There we go. Just a few more. Is this one here. Looks a bit twisted. Okay, one more. And once you get to the end, you're just going to go in here and do a slip knot and then pull it through. And as you can see, our handle is already formed. Now for this small basket, I wouldn't go again, so this would be enough to hold. But for a bigger basket like this, I've done 3 rounds after my handle, because then you want to hold it with something. On this one, I've done 2 rounds, so it's less. And this one I've done 3 rounds as well. So it depends, you know, what you're gonna use it for. I'm just gonna use them for my knitting, so I'm not carrying heavy stuff with it. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this cute basket video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!